Assalamualaikum and hi to our lecturer, Dr. Muammar and Encik Steven. We are from Group 7. We will present about Shamsuddin Osman and Human Sense Model Theory. We consist of 5 group members: Cik Nur Hidayah binti Cik Rosli, Nur Afika Syakirah binti Nasaruddin, Hazimatul Hana Fatihah binti Ilyas, Nur Sofiah binti Syahrul Yusri, and me Farisha Izwani binti Abdullah.
Shamsuddin Osman was born in Tangkak, Johor. Shamsuddin Osman get an early education at District of Berd before continuing his studies ASD and education in and overseas. In 2012, was awarded the Vice Fellowship Award UPM Chancellor in the Arts and Creativity category. Previously, had served as a teacher for 8 years at Sekolah Alam Shah, Kuala Lumpur, and Putrajaya, 4 years at SK Bandar Ester, Kota Tinggi, Johor. In addition to contributing expertise to Malaysia Examination Board LPM Malaysia, Examination Council MPM, Division Curriculum Development BPK, Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka DBP, Institut Terjemahan and Buku Malaysia ITBM, as well as being directly involved in the greetings of the Writers Association National Malaysia (PENA), Federation of Malaysia Writers Association (GAPENA), and others. Currently working as a senior lecturer in the Department of Language, Education and Humanities, Faculty of Educational Studies, University Putra Malaysia. Between works which has been published is a collection of poems entitled Taman Percakapan DBP, Tanah Nurani PIB, Taman Maknawi ITBM, Taman Insaniah DBP, Kudus Kasturi ITBM, Literary Appreciation DPP, Malay Literature Communication of Fort Fajar 2016, Islam in Malay Culture OUM, and others.
Today, I want to talk about Human Sense Model Theory (MRI). Human Sense Model Theory (MRI) was introduced in 2000 by Shamsuddin Osman. The purpose of it is existing as a complement to the theory of Islamic literary theory in Malaysia, focusing on the feeling of Islam to understand the meaning of beauty in a work literature. The concept of softness rejects negative feeling in the artist. The positive feeling appears when a person, human being, dedicates themselves to Allah SWT. Awareness of the reality of man as a slave and being cases human being to behave good. Wisdom that gives birth to nobler moral regarding human being in the interests, learning to the concept of the subtlety of meaning.
3 basic moral principles human sin. First, Principle of division to awards. Some students Ottoman say that division can be defined as an act that is to humble so that there is a fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This division also involves the relationship of honesty and trust so as to create a sense of piety in the writer. Human beings need to adhere to the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, namely the Quran and Hadith, in the order to be safe from satanic incitement to who faithful in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are the pious. The writer should also make Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as an example in instilling the community love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala compared to the feeling of love for his characters.
Principle of civilized speech. Using the term manners that have the same meaning as morality. Manner is a term used widely by the Malays. Morality is an Arabic term because gratitude emerges from that self be moral. Wisdom is the driving virtue human beings. For example, Rasulullah SAW has skills is using language or beautiful and orderly dialogue. Need to be emulate the outdoors. Virtuous morality is to begin with morals toward yourself, the creator, and human. For example, being shy, caring views, and others.
Principle of the fine meaning. Shamsuddin Osman, 2012, defines subtly as the ordinance of the rules that have been set in society, adapted to the subtlety of meaning in the context of the Malay community, which has cultural treasures such as high manner and language decency. Malay decency is a noble personality in the person's personality. Personality refers to the subtlety of meaning in utterance that is influenced by three factors. First, the types of temperament and manner that lead to behavior movement. Temperament, manners that lead to behavior. Second, courtesy and speech, he said, lead to conversation. The third is the heart of kindness, which is the heart and intellect that give birth to true knowledge and full of wisdom. These three components must be present in a Malay poem writer because the combination of these components will reveal the element of subtlety of meaning, subtlety of meaning, or beauty in language aesthetic volumes. The subtlety of meanings in the Malay literary tradition is due to the influence of Islam, especially the Al-Quran, which is his revelation, which has a high aesthetic methodology. Al-Quran is a miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is sublime in terms of content so that it can give a sublime impression to its reader. Arabic greatly influenced the Malay vocabulary so that it helps the effectiveness of conveying the message and the subtlety of meaning. In conclusion, The three main principles of devotion to God, civil speech, and the subtlety of meaning that a characteristic of the Softist model. The human sense Islamic word cannot be separate from the shumul concept of Islam. That's all from me. Thank you.